I've made over $100,000 on Amazon using creator connections only, and a lot of sellers out there don't exactly know the process. I'm going to break down the whole process in this video, and I'm going to show you, apart from running your ads on Amazon, apart from offering coupons and deals and running different sort of promos, you can actually bring a lot of external traffic using creator connections, and you can also reach $100,000 if you follow my exact method explained in this video. My name is Ukpa, and I've been managing different brands on Amazon for the past 5 years, including brands that have been established in the US and do at least $15,000 or above on Amazon. For those of you who don't know exactly what Creator Connections is, it's a program in Amazon designed for sellers to bring in a lot of external traffic using creators. And these creators basically have their Amazon storefront where they can post videos of your product and your listing. But at the same time, they can also post these videos on their social media channels. For example, these creators can post videos on Insta, on TikTok, and on various other channels, and they can bring in a lot of external traffic to your Amazon listing. And in 2026, this is actually the best way to bring all the external traffic. And the best part is, under Creator Connections, you can choose commission to offer all these creators. And for example, if you choose a commission of 20% or 15%, which by the way is industry standard for a lot of different categories on Amazon, you can lure those creators into your Creator Connection program. But at the same time, you have to keep in mind that you have to offer them all these samples, right? And so think of samples as an incentive apart from just offering commissions. But you need to actually vet these creators. You'll have a lot of freebies asking for free samples, and they would be like that we need samples to promote your product. But at the same time, there's going to be a lot of these creators just asking for samples because they need free product, and they won't have any incentive to promote your product on their social media channels and Amazon. And so I'm going to show you the process on how you can vet these creators up, how you can follow my exact process to get to $100,000 using Creator Connections. On my screen below, you can see how to start a Creator Connection campaign. You have to go to your advertising console, and on the left hand side, you would see brand content. Under brand content, you would see the Creator Connection option. Click on that. It will take you to another page, which is a Creator Connection dashboard. Basically, you simply have to create a new campaign here, and once you do that, it will ask you to fill up some information. For example, the brief you're going to give to creators, the commission you're going to set up, the budget you're going to provide, and the date you want the campaign to end. The brief would simply be about your product, how your product stands out in terms of competition, your different features that you want creators to highlight, and in the end, you can also attach a form which would lead them to a Google document where it would have different questions that would actually vet all these creators. And I'm going to show you the document that I actually use, and you guys can literally copy this exact document. I'm going to attach the link in the description. A couple of questions that I like to ask creators to vet them out, apart from obviously asking them about their name, their email, and their shipping address, is how soon could you actually post the video? And if you were to post a video, would you just post it on Amazon? Or would you post it on your organic channels like social media channels like Insta or YouTube and TikTok? If a lot of those creators would just say, I would just prefer posting on Amazon, you might not want to send them a sample, because just posting on Amazon doesn't give you a lot of reach as a seller, right? You want them to post on YouTube, TikTok, or some other social media channel. And at the same time, I like to ask them how many social media followers they have. For example, do they have above 10,000 followers all combined, or do they have above 50,000 followers? Now, our preferred creators are all of those above 50,000 followers, but they could be above 5,000 and even 10,000 followers, depending upon the quality of the videos and the reach they get on their social media channels. For example, if they post a video on YouTube or their Instagram, you want to go and look at their last 4 to 5 videos and see the average number of views they got, and whether if there were any people interacting with those creators on their comments and actually buying the product, right? You can't see the number of sales they've generated through Instagram or YouTube, but you can see the average number of views and the comments they get under the videos. Once you have a list of all these creators in a Google Sheet, for example, if you just started the campaign, you might want to wait 2 weeks to collect all these responses, and then you can start sending out samples from your Amazon MCF inventory. And for those of you who don't know how to send a sample, I'm going to attach your video in here, and that will exactly show you how to send a sample from your inventory on Amazon. To create your MCF order from Amazon, or if you're trying to send a sample to a creator, you would simply click on Orders. You would click on Manage Orders. Once you're in Manage Orders, you basically would have to click on Create MCF Order. Once you're in here, you can add the name of the person you're trying to send the sample to, their street address, the city, the province, the zip code. The phone number and the email address are optional. You can search your product here with the title or through the SKU or the ASIN. Either way, you can add the product. You can then create the order and it would be sent to the creator. You have two options. You can send it through a standard speed, shipping speed, or you can expedite the process, but it would be a bit more expensive than the standard order that you create. That's the process of creating an MCF order or a sample if you're sending it to a creator. And here's one exact bonus tip for all of the sellers out there. You don't just have to depend on creator connections, because what happens is when you run a creator connection campaign, you get limited by the number of creators that are reaching you out for samples and working with you. And so what we do at the same time is we run a TikTok shop campaign, sending samples to multiple creators. And a good tool for that is Yuka.ai. I'll attach the link for that in the description. What you can do with Yuka is you can send a lot of samples in bulk to different creators. And the good thing about TikTok shop is if you send a lot of samples to different creators and they post videos on TikTok, a lot of the buyers would actually search your product up on Amazon and they would buy from Amazon. And this is a case study that has been studied across different sellers on Amazon. And so you might want to maximize the number of creators that you're working with. Run your creator campaign on Amazon, TikTok shop, reach out to any creators you know in your social media channels, for example, Instagram, TikTok, and so on, and increase the number of creators you're working with. The more creators you work with and the more videos they post, the more outside traffic you bring to Amazon and the better conversion you basically attract. If all this made sense to you and you want the complete step-by-step guide that I actually used to get to $100,000, including all the documents in the forms that I ask my creators to fill, just comment document below and I'll send you the exact guide written in a Google document.